No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Singleton. Might be looking to run. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Mateer. Got it in the middle, it's Burks. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Moose!
Handoff from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying to get the corner. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down.
Dino! Ready, go!
Give to the running back, fighting off the defender. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Here we go!
Trying to get the edge on the right. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Okay, ready?
To the air, it's Mateer. Wide open downfield. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Offense in a bunch formation.
Darts! Okay, ready? Ready! On the ready!
To the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Sooners are flying down the field.
Okay, break! Ready up! Ready, set, ready!
Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Ott. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Toss to the outside. Running to Green. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Man, you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive gain, nice positive toss play.
So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Gets the back moving. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Cooler!
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Got his man on the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese. 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Burks. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Tight end now in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Go! Terrier!
Looking for a man. It's Allard. Fires to the middle. It's caught. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22.
414 satellite. 414 brass. Brass.
They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. It's a seam wide open. Turning it on. The 30. The 20. The 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
4.
Now on the option. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown Sooners!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Come on, set.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw. It's Aller. It's complete to the right. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
Black 24. Black 24. Acorn.
Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Hudson. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll move the tight end. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dinkins. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
4 face paint. 4 face paint. Base 27, jump, trail, trail. Watch
Tight
out,
end in
go
motion,
over.
see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Cooler, 18.
He might want another play.
Ready, ready, ready. Direction. Front.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got the quick pass. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Had to get rid of it quickly.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He's loose. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
To the air on first down. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. It's Burks. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Hey, flyer! On the ready.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And it's right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line.
Trick 9, beat.
They'll open the 2nd half with a run. Makes it past the marker. Open field on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, the first meeting between Iowa and Iowa State happened back in 1894, but they've only awarded the actual Cy-Hawk Trophy since 1977. Here's how today's game went down. Iowa State somehow, some way, found a way there in Ames and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looking for a man. It's Aller. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Woo! That defender just laid the wood. As soon as that guy caught the ball, there he was. Bam! Clean hit for a minimal gain.
Green 25.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. Turns it on at midfield. Lots of running room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Cut. Ready, go.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Dinkins. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yankee blue.
The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Just keep slinging it. Here comes the heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass. The defense comes up big and they take over.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Might be calling a hot route.
Cooler. What are you?
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Bunch formation for these receivers.
Okay, break. Here we go. Okay, ready? Okay, ready? Ready, go.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds.
What's up?
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Leaves it with the back.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half.
Sends it downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run the toss. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
That's caught. It's Burks. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
On the ready.
Now facing a third and long.
On set. Okay, break.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33.
Down.
Unloads quickly. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Ringo.
The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here.
Here we go. Ready.
Back has it. Got a little space. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Fly trumpets to the line. Set up.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Hit as he throws. Hauls it in. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going downfield for the big play. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. A job for a huge gain there.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Just drives it between the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ball State came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Muncie had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They're going to run it to the right. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Quickly complete. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll crank up this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
22 water.
He'll pull it on the read. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. On the option. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick, didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Shakes off the defender. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
The play action fake. Steps away. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
And you got to love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. On the direct snap, it's Allen. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. And the Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Aller. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dinkins. Turning on the Jets. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. Complete downfield. There he goes. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Moose.
Here comes the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. That will be the final play as they make the